Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Amanda's Pampered Pets. I am getting ready to work on my little friend Gizmo. Last time he was groomed, it was around near Christmas time, and I left him longish because it was cold. But he's a year old and will not let his mom brush him. So we're going to shave him today. And I will actually set him up to do a pre-shave because he's got mats. And he's the last dog. And I don't really want to wash matting. So we will do that. What did I forget to mention? Oh, yes. If you like to watch how a mobile groomer works through her day, dog by dog, I would say subscribe. And you can like the videos, comment, share, whatever. Make sure you hit the bell notification for all, because sometimes I put up posts too, or shorts. If I don't upload a new video, sometimes in between I'll do shorts if something strikes me and I feel like it. But I will get set up and we will do the pre-shave. Okie dokie. So I'm going to take him down in the wide 5F. And I will clean and disinfect, oil my clipper blades before I do his dry cut. But I think you can tell we have problems back here. I don't often do a pre-shave before the bath, but on him, I will. His hair is like cotton. And when it's dirty, his hair does not cut very well. See? That's not helping my case. Let's see. Some of my blades will cut a dirty coat better than others. Usually the newer ones that will do better with it. Okay, that's not the one. I'm trying to take him down in the 5 because he looks really nice in a 5. Yeah, this one seems to be okay. I just want to get as much of that ratty, dirty hair off because you wash a mat and it retains all that water and soaks, and then you have a really tough time getting them dry. And he is not always on board with a blow dry, so I have to evaluate how much do I want to fight with him. It's worth it if I'm leaving him long, like And because it's a pre-shave, I don't really care what it looks like yet. Because when he's washed and dried, it'll all fluff out anyway, and then I can cut off the uneven bits. It does lengthen the time of the groom a little. I'll be honest. It's not any quicker to pre-shave, wash, and then shave again, and then do the finishing work, but sometimes it's worth it. And I will make sure I, clean my blade after the fact. That way, when I go to do his after, I run the clipper over him afterwards, after he's clean. I don't want to get new dirt, or, well, it's technically old dirt, but I don't want to get dirt and oil back on him after he's clean. And his mama, she's like, yeah, just shave him. I'll get him a sweater. All right. I had a feeling he would be a mess because anytime I leave him long, he's just tore up when I come back around. And because there's matting back here, there will probably be areas that are a little shorter because the mats pull the skin. So the tangles, on the skin, they pull and they get tighter and tighter over time. And then when I go to cut them off, because you got to cut under them, the hair underneath of that will probably be shorter than the rest. But this isn't her first dog that needs haircuts, so she understands all of that. Hey. And I gotta be careful back here because he has dew claws, which are a little hard to see when he's matted. So I just be careful not to give him a free declaectomy back there. Not that she would be mad, but those kind of things you want done under surgical circumstances. How do I already have a hair up my nose? Probably should take his collar off. Let's see. Well, his face and his ears aren't too bad. about what's going on back here, man. He likes to supervise. So when I'm working on his back end, he likes to look. I still have the hair up my nose. Excuse me. Maybe I got it that time. I know, but you got mats on the back of your hair. Hey! Let me see. Oh, Bubba, you gonna lick my hand? Alright. So I'm gonna do his potty areas in the 10 right here. And possibly his armpits. Ugh. The base of his tail is all messed up. I think his mom was cutting some tangles out of his tail. Which is fine. But we were leaving it long because she liked the black, like puppy tip on his tail. While we're at it, why not scoop out your pads, your paw pads? Hey, hey, hey. pop up because you got all kind of snuggly stuff in your tummy and between the legs. Hey. Just hold on, will you? He says, no, I am not holding on. Clearly. Oh wait, I want this side so I can get the inside of your leg. Yeah, he doesn't tolerate brushing very well. Because he bites. Not so much fingers, but he bites at the implement doing the work. And sometimes, fingers get caught in the middle. Oh yeah, your pits. And your legs are all chewed up. Hopefully I don't have to go over him in a 7-blade after his bath. There's been a lot of effort wasted on the 5. But whatever looks good, huh? Or the best that we can make it look, right? Especially to hide the 10-blade going down the inside of your leg. Turkey. Gizmo. Gizmo turkey lips. Get your pop pads from this side. Hold on. Oh, dude, you farted. Wow. He has the worst gas. Hey, man. Rude. My rude dude. So his head I'll leave long and then I'll scrub it and blow dry it before I cut it because that will not come out at all right. Okay, so I'm gonna get him in the tub, get him washed and dried, and then I will see you back here after that. All right, we're back. He's clean, he's dry. There's a little dampness on his face because he whips his head back and forth and he throws himself around, and my hands weren't wanting to do it, so I got it done as best as I could. It's dry enough to cut, and that's all I cared about. Okay, let's do your nails, mister. And get whatever I missed off of your pads. Inevitably, there's going to be hair that pops up from the pad area after I've dried his feet, washed his feet, dried his feet, all the stuff. Come here, mister. He throws himself around in the tub, too, when I try to wash his face. So that's fun. And he jumps up on the edge of the tub, gets my front all wet, and then I kind of blow dry my smock. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let me see this one. Now I'm going to go back and recheck his paw pads. See this one. Okay. Now I'm going to take my extreme curves and cut around his feet before I Dremel his toenails. It's just easier to see his nails when the hair is cut. Hey, man. I got a new Dremel off Amazon. The Lopsic. It's 2-speed. There's a light on it. It's really quiet. You hear it? It's really quiet. My orange one kept dying. I turned it on and then it would promptly die. And, you know, freshly charged, but it's a couple years old, so I wasn't terribly surprised. It's been kicked off the table and it's been abused. But I'll link this one in the description if you want to check it out. It does come with a guard. Like a little clear plastic thing that goes over the top. Then you stick the nail in a hole and there you go. But I can't use it that way. I can't. I don't like to. I feel like it hinders me far too much. But for pet parents, it's great because they can only go so far, you know. And if hair gets stuck in it, it'll stop. So I won't rip hair out of the skin. Which wasn't always the case. I think it was like 10 years ago. Dremels did not... We used hardware Dremels back then. It might have been longer. I definitely know 20 years ago we were using hardware Dremels with no safety guards on them. And if you got hair stuck in it, guess what? Your dog was going to have a bald spot. Or if you got your hair stuck in it, you'd have a bald spot. But now, all of them... Well, Dremel brand makes a pet one with the safety on it so that if hair gets stuck up in it, it'll stop. But it is loud. And this one has a little cap you can put on it to protect the diamond tip on there. But here's the pet Dremel. And it's rechargeable. But listen, there's one speed on this sucker. It's loud, it vibrates a lot. They do have smaller ones that are variable speed. And you take the battery out and you charge the battery in a base. But I killed the last two ones that I had like that. And they were not cheap, so I started getting them on Amazon. Because if I break it, I'm not going to cry over $20 Dremel, you know? That orange one was $20 a couple years ago. So I'm okay with it dying now. And I think that black one was 20 or 30, I forget. So now we can go over him with the 5-blade and make it look prettier. At least that's the intention. But when he's clean and dry, it does cut way nicer. But because he had matting, there will be some spots that might look a little off. Might not look quite right. like the base of his tail. On the side here is really short because yeah, I had to do the 10 blade on it. So down there by his dew claw, I'll take the thinner and cut the hair from around that area. Just because you don't want to take the clipper down there too close, so you might snag the skin in between the teeth of your blade. And his are attached by cartilage to the foot bone here. So I wouldn't cut it off, but ooh, I'd cut that skin and make him scream and yelp at me and bleed, so we avoid it. There are some, is the other one this way too? So the one on the other side, his left side, is just attached by skin. So if I wasn't careful over there, I could cut it right off. I haven't done that yet. I thought I did one time. I didn't. I just cut the skin. I always try to be real careful and not have boo-boos because I'm out here on my own now. When I worked at PetSmart, it wasn't as big a deal because you could just walk them over to the vet. But out here in the wild, we don't have that luxury. So I'm gonna hit his tail. Hit it? No. Spray it with the Hydra Ultra dematting and finishing spray. I always say hit it, but I mean spray it. I would never really hit a dog. I might do a little flicky flick on the nose, but only on dogs that the owners approve it for. As a form of discipline, but I still really... The only time I've ever flicked a dog nose is if I'm actively getting bit, and it's a small dog. But even then, I don't have a lot of finger strength, especially after working as a groomer for 20 plus years. It's more used as a distractive technique, like distract them from what they're doing rather than hurting them. I don't think I just don't have the strength or the will or the want to hurt a dog. Inevitably, I don't think it's ever their fault. The biters are biters for a reason. He bites at things because he thinks that will get him what he wants. Some are biters because of past trauma. He just thinks if he bites at stuff, that'll make it stop. And it does not, does it, Gizmo? Like combing tangles out of his ears sometimes. He'll bite at the brush, and I'll give it to him. Here, brush it. Eat it. Bite it. Get it. Then he realizes, oh, that doesn't taste good. And eventually he will quit biting at the brush. Plus, he's a boy and a little thick in the head, so it takes a while for him to learn certain things. Let me see. Gizmo. Hey. Look at me. I can see what I'm doing here, man. Hold on. I gotta shave the inside of your leg. Hey. Turn around. Let me see. I missed a spot on his belly. Okay. Put the table up a little. Do some finishing work. But there will be some uneven areas because, he was a little tingly. Is there something I can do for you? up the back of your elbow. Still some long bits in your pit. Excuse me. Cannot be huffing your hair off the table. Trying to get him to stand and put weight on his foot, but I like to see how the foot is, the hair lays when he's standing on his foot. Just a sec. Just a minute. Little Gizzy. Just going to even up the top of his foot a little because came out a little choppy. The clippers, like the 4-blade and the 5-blade, if you go too fast, you'll get them little track marks from the clipper blade. In his case, sometimes it happens even if I go slow, because his hair is so cottony soft. Sometimes it's just gonna be like that. But he doesn't stand still for very long, so I don't think anyone will notice. Alright, come over here. He's licking my hand when I come up to comb. You're so silly. Now we gotta even out this side. And the clipper. The clipper was hitting the groomer's wall, made it vibrate, and then I had the clipper under him, and the vibration hit his weenie, and that made him go, Oh, you're so funny. rib steak. Gizmo. Thank you. Excuse me. 6:48. It's not late, but it feels late. Probably because it's dark out. Although when I got here, a little after 5, it was still light out. And the weather here was a little drizzly this morning. My weather app told me it was supposed to top out at 48 degrees, so I put on long johns that I finally remembered to order. Hey, no. And I go to work this morning and it felt like spring. It was warm and kind of muggy out. And I was like, what is this? Starting to wonder if we're going to sidestep the word I shouldn't say, but it's white and cold. I know the East Coast is going to get hit if they haven't already. I know New York got hit with at least a couple feet because there's a groomer I follow on Instagram. She lives just as in Brooklyn. Well, that's where she grew up. I don't know if she lives in Brooklyn anymore, but I know she's still in New York. New York! She has that, like, New York, Brooklyn accent. I love to listen to her talk. I don't care what it is. I just want to hear her say stuff. But anyways, she had... Oh, thank you. No, I got makeup on. Don't lick my face. No, you can lick my forehead. That's fine. Anyways, they got a couple feet of snow where she's at. And she was just doing some Instagram reels. Using a leaf blower to blow the snow off the walkway. And I'm okay if I sidestep the S word. Oh, I already said it, didn't I? I already said snow. Dang it. Anyway. I like to watch it fall, and I like to look at it all pristine and white. But then I have to cancel my grooms, because I'm not driving in it. And I think my van's front wheel drive. I don't remember for sure. I mean, I can drive in it and be fine, but I don't trust people, you know? And where I'm at, it's inevitable. You get these dudes in the lifted dually pickups, you know, big old tires, and I could drive in the snow. Oh. No, you can't. Because then I pass you and you're in a ditch. Especially in the rural areas I go to, and the county south of me. Like, there's always them good old boys that think their truck can just is the end all be all in all kinds of weather, and then they end up in a ditch. So I just stay home. And then I cuss at my calendar later. Because each day I have anywhere from 6 to 8 dogs. I used to do up to 12 a day, but my energy levels have been really low lately. Which may indicate a bigger issue that I have besides my tummy problems, but I'm waiting for some tests to come back to confirm or deny my suspicions and explain why all of a sudden I can't drink coffee anymore. I can't do dairy. I can't do gluten. And for the most part, my clients are very forgiving. I have had a couple choose a different groomer, maybe one that's more reliable. And I hate to think that I'm not reliable. I'm usually, if I'm going to be there on a certain day, I'll be there at some point. Unless, like, I'm running 3-4 hours behind, in which case, let's pick a different day. But usually, I'm like the cable guy. I set my appointments for a specific time, and I try to be there at that time, but sometimes it doesn't work the way I planned. But, you know, I don't get my feelings hurt when people move on, you know? I'm like, oh, okay. I understand. Some people schedule their whole day around the groomer coming over. And if I don't end up going, well, then they just wasted their whole day waiting for me. You know, I can understand how that's, you know, not ideal. And I have had a couple people move on because I've had to do last minute cancellations, you know. And, like, I get that. I wouldn't probably... Like, if I was a customer and I had a mobile groomer and she had stuff going on, that's totally fine. I will catch up to you later. Like, I'm not going to trip. Depending on the level of service, like, I'll wait. I have had a couple do a haircut somewhere else, and then when I'm back up and running again and things are good, then I go back over there. But it's a competitive industry, and there's other mobile groomers out there, and I want to share the wealth. Go for it. Or there's new grooming shops popping up. Check them out. Go for it. I'm okay. I'm usually so busy that I can't cry. Okay, what am I going to do to your head? First of all, I gotta try and get some of the tangles out of your ears. Hang on. Just a sec. All right, I'll use the thinning shear on that one. Hold on. I know, Bubba. I know, you don't like it, but you like to rub your face and everything. And that doesn't help keep your ears and your face from getting not tangled. Hold on. The big tangles, if they don't want to comb out, I'll just thinning shear them out. Got one right at his ear tip. I was trying to be careful of the ear tips because I don't want to tear his skin, tear his ear leather, which I have had happen in the past. There was one when I was working at PetSmart, and it was a white poodle, a miniature poodle, and we had a gal working there named Debbie, super sweet. She was a Cocker Spaniel breeder, and she would show them and stuff. And this one particular day, she asked if I could do the haircut on one of her poodle regular clients. And I was still a young groomer, young in the game. Well, still early 20s, so I was young anyway, but I was like so honored that she asked me because she was a 30-year groomer. Like, she'd been doing it for 30 years. To let me touch one of her regulars, that was like unheard of. So I'm working on it, doing the thing, and I'm like, Debbie, her ears are all matted, like at the ear tips. And she's like, it's fine, just spray some stuff and comb it out, it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. I ripped the skin on her ear leather. A pristine white poodle. So I had to take her over to Banfield, and they glued it shut, the little tear that I put in her ear leather. And I had to give her another bath. Because you're not getting blood out of white hair like that. So. And when the client came to pick up the dog, Debbie told her what happened. She took the blame. Because this woman probably would have flatlined if I'd have shaved that ear. Because it was like dense, right? It's not like you can thin it out. It was like the whole ear tip under the long hair. It's like under all this stuff. So you couldn't see it from the top. But I mean, she was a gorgeous dog. And then Debbie never asked me to do one of hers again. But that particular day, she was prepping a dog for a show or something, so there was a reason. I don't remember her last name, but it was in Washington State. And all of her dogs that she bred and showed were just gorgeous Cocker Spaniels. Come here. I like doing Cockers if I can shave them. Or give them the show shave or the show cut if they have nice hair. I got pretty good at doing the Cocker foot bevel, but it's not very common in the pet world. In the pet world, they just want them all shaved. It's okay, Gizmo. It's just the guy next door trying to get his Dodge van running. It's like a 1990 cargo van next door. I remember that. My G20 was a 1990. My old grooming van. You start it up and it would die. Start it up and it would die. Probably a 1/2 inch on your head. You have tangles here. Oh, yes, you do. Just a sec. Let's scoop out his eye corners. Hey! Thank you. His eyes, they weep so much. I don't think his eye corner area is ever dry. Hold on. You got foodstuffs in your stack. Hey, just hold on, man. Oh, no, I was just pulling it out so I could see where the tangles are. Just a second. No, you did not. Hey! Close your lips. You can't bite the comb because the comb's stuck in your hair. Here, get it if you want. Gizmo. I'm sorry, but you messed up your face. Oh, don't huff at me. Okay, now I'm going to go through and hand scissors some of this and make it make sense. The only drawback of my thinners and my chunkers being the same color is I will pick up the wrong one. But the chunker's heavier, so usually I notice the difference in weight when I pick it up. If I don't, I'll look at the blade, because the chunker has teeth that are farther apart and they're bigger. I had to thin a bunch out right here, so I'm going to cut the whiskers down. You had hair in your eyeball, dude. Yeah, because right here was all gnarled up. I had to thin a lot of it out. Now it's a little bald spot. It's okay. We'll try to make it make sense. Gizmo, why are you hiding? Why are you hiding? Don't be mad at me. Thank you. Excuse me, the burps. Trying to make this side match that side a little bit. Now I'm gonna hold the ears back and get the sides of your face. Just a sec. Has gotten better about me doing his face. I will admit, you are getting better about me doing your face. But you are really good. Hold on. Sometimes the thinner just doesn't quite get it. Papa, why are you trembling? Are you cold? Are you cold, baby? I did have to open the vent and turn on the fan because it was humid in here after his bath. Still waiting for his grown-up hair to grow in, so it's not so fine. You see, the finer it is, the less forgiving it is, and it shows all the marks. Gizmo, look up. Boop, boop. Look at. Yeah, there's a little weird spot here. Let me see. Oh, booger. Oh, boogers to Betsy. I'll do just about anything to get him to look up. Hold on. Look over there. Look at the people. Hello, people. Hello, people. Psst. Gizmo. Look over there. Look over there's Elvis. Look over there. There's a little uneven weird area on top, but I don't think anyone will notice. All right, I'm going to clean up, take his picture, and I will see you. No, I won't. You'll see me you'll see me on the next one. I always feel weird saying, I'll see you on the next one, but I won't see you. I won't see nobody. Oh, I guess I'll see you if you comment. I'll see you if you like the video. Let me know what you think of Mr. Gizmo. Gizmo, baby. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you later. Bye.